When someone behaves badly with us, it is natural to feel resentment. Someone said that harboring resentment is like drinking poison and hoping the other person dies. Now, if someone came to throw toxic waste in your living room, you would definitely not permit it. But by keeping bitter thoughts, we fill our mind with toxic thoughts. How to avoid it? Two friends, Govind and Gopal, were taking a walk in the countryside when they got into an argument. And Govind, in his fury, slapped his friend Gopal. Gopal, with his emotional maturity, remained calm and wrote on the sand, "My friend Govind slapped me today." They continued further, and by the side of the lake, Gopal, this time, got caught in the quagmire and started sinking. Govind came to the rescue. He converted his shirt into a rope, threw it over and pulled Gopal out. This time, Gopal took a stone and wrote on the rock, "My friend Govind saved my life today." When Govind questioned him about it, he said, "Look, if someone wrongs us, write it on sand so that memories of it get erased with the wind and the water. But when someone does us a favor, engrave it on the rock so that the memories of that good deed forever remain with us." What are the benefits of forgiveness? The first is, it frees us of the past that has been holding us hostage and allows us to claim the destiny that the future holds in store for us. Secondly, it frees us from the victim mentality and allows us to take the driver's seat in our life. Thirdly, it helps us release the bitterness and heal damaged relationships. It even leads to improved cardiovascular health and overall well-being. The golden rules for living your best life has this to say about forgiveness. Forgiveness is a gift that we bestow upon ourselves. Nothing helps overcome emotional hurts more effectively than pardoning the offender. The conscious decision to release vengeful emotions sets your mind free. The other may not necessarily deserve it, but the mental release restores your peace of mind and brings closure to the matter. Forgiveness is a sublime personality trait and a sign of spiritual evolvement. It is critical to your self-purification. It may not be easy, but it is necessary. With practice, it will become a second nature to you. That will be the day you will have arrived spiritually. So, what are the strategies for practicing forgiveness? I will give you 3 powerful techniques. The first is, take responsibility for your thoughts. The word responsibility comes from the ability to respond. Despite the hurtful behaviors of others, we have the freedom to choose our thoughts. When we remember that, it sets us free and opens up avenues for positivity. The second, change the way you are looking at the past. It is over, finished and done. There is no point rehashing it in your mind. Release it and claim the future which is yet to come. Third, develop empathy and think of the reasons why the other may have behaved the way he or she did. Take inspiration from Amy Behel's parents. Amy was a bright young girl who graduated from Stanford University as a Fulbright scholar, and then she went to take up the cause of the oppressed blacks in South Africa and joined the anti-apartheid movement. However, an unfortunate episode took place. In a black mob fury, some people dragged her out of her car and killed her without knowing that she was the one who had been campaigning for them. Subsequent to her death, her parents, Linda and Peter Behel, were plunged into grief. The 4 people who murdered her were sent to jail. But subsequently, as the government's policy of amnesty, they were released. Here, Amy's parents decided to take a proactive step. They went over to South Africa. They understood the psychology behind the mob and the sentiments in the people who had done the misdeed, and that freed them of their bitterness. They established the Annie Behel Foundation and continued the good work in support of the blacks there. The consequence was that the culprits of the crime felt such tremendous remorse. They came and apologized. And not only that, they aligned themselves and contributed their efforts to the success of the Annie Behel Foundation. Finally, the day came that one of those former criminals developed so much of respect for Amy's mother, he began calling her Mom. None of this would have been possible if Amy's parents, Linda and Peter, had allowed the grudge and resentment to fester in their hearts. A similar incident took place with Mahatma Gandhi. Before he began his campaign for freedom in India, he was in South Africa, and there someone attempted to assassinate him but failed. Mahatma Gandhi refused to harbor hatred towards his attempted killer. Instead, he said, "I will love him and force him to love me." And that is exactly what happened. There was such a change of heart in that person. 1 year from that date, he came and fell at the feet of Mahatma Gandhi. How do great people and saints practice forgiveness so naturally? They keep 2 things in mind. Firstly, this is the world of Maya. People here are defective. They are works in progress. Why be so surprised if they make mistakes? If you go into a hospital and you find sick people, you will say it is only natural. You will not be surprised by it. And the second, they take that adverse action as an opportunity to grow from within. For progress does not mean that everyone is behaving well with us. Rather, true progress is the ability to remain positive in the face of adverse behaviors and circumstances. Jagadguru Kripaluji Maharaj has said in this regard, Bhuli hu dur bhavana kahu, ho na sapne hu pyare. He says, my dear soul, even by mistake, even in your dream, don't keep resentment. Learn to forgive and set your mind free.